So we are going to be discussing toxic relationships. And I chose to do this topic because there are a lot of people who think that toxic relationships to them are like fun. And I think a lot of that comes from like social media and celebrity couples. But toxic relationships are not exciting, they're not fun. People are starting to get healthy relationships and toxic relationships mixed up, especially when it comes to celebrity couples, especially when it comes to the couples, messing up or having like some type of drama on social media and then they pop out with like thousands of gifts. First, let's talk about the signs of a healthy relationship, which include but are not limited to being able to be yourself, honesty, good communication, respect, feeling safe, feeling like you can trust your partner, and having equality in the relationship. Signs of a toxic relationship. One is not being able to trust your partner. This is huge. If you have to call them 24/7, if you're constantly worried about what they're doing, who they're with, if they're not able to communicate with you about what they're doing or who they're with, then that is a big red flag. If it is all take and no give, which is usually very easy to spot, it happens pretty early in the relationship. I think you can tell pretty early in a relationship whether that person is a giver or a taker. And if you continue to proceed with the relationship, throughout the relationship, you will definitely notice that you are giving more and that person is taking more. Persistent unreliability. If you are not consistently reliable, I am going to have a hard time trusting you and I'm going to have a hard time believing you, which will continue to just create further issues down the road. Hostile environment. If there's always arguing, if I always have to tiptoe around you or tiptoe around situations, the relationship is probably toxic. Physical abuse, always a sign of a toxic relationship. You just have to know that you deserve better than that in a relationship and not be blinded by material things or words. That brings me to the next sign of a toxic relationship is manipulation or control. When something like if someone messes up in a relationship and they are bringing you gifts and being really sweet to you and apologizing and making it seem like they're really sorry, some of these things, some people may be true and some people may actually be sorry, but a lot of the times this is a manipulation tactic. It's trying to control who you're talking to, who you're texting, how you spend your time. This is another big sign too, is like guilt tripping or making you feel guilty. So why is it so hard to leave a toxic relationship with all of these horrible signs? Well, for one, like I said, they seduce you to take them back. And that's why you have to be so weary. Like, it seems like people have really good relationships, but behind closed doors, you have no idea what is going on. And I can tell you right now, like, a toxic relationship is not fun. Like, to be constantly in a state of hostility, it will wreak havoc on your mental state. But they seduce you to take them back. So the wordplay is amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Hold on, sorry, she's coming undone. When I was in my last relationship, anytime that we would argue, I would have the best wrote out, thought out ass apologies. And then I would turn around and do the exact same thing that I said I would not do. You will get seduced. You will get the wordplay. You will get the apology, the puppy dog eyes, the gifts. You will get everything. But the biggest apology is change behavior. Now, girl has changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a bit of space. I've been working on myself or whatever. But changed behavior is the only apology we are accepting. The other reason it is hard to leave is because they have manipulated you so much to the point that You feel like you can't be with nobody else. No one will love you like they can. Dating is absolutely a challenge, and no one wants to start completely over, but would you rather be miserable or happy? Another reason people stay in toxic relationships is because they find it fun, they find it thrilling, they feel like it spices up the relationship. And honestly, if you are one of these people, you need to grow the fuck up. The last reason people find it hard to leave a toxic relationship is because they have low self-esteem. And that is also something that goes along with the sign of a toxic relationship, is that your partner constantly attacks your self-worth, your character, and in turn, that one not only isolates you, two, it manipulates you, because it does make you think that no one else is going to love you. You internalize those messages, and so that makes it a lot harder because you have zero self-esteem. Usually I will give tips on how to leave. However, today I'm going to give tips on if you are going to stay. This is what you guys should probably consider. Arguments are a part of any relationship, but while you are arguing, stay calm. And this is huge. I mean, people just get into screaming matches and nobody even knows what the hell they're even fighting about because it's just all over the place. Don't accuse, okay? Try to limit your statements to I feel like or I felt when you did this. Don't just say you did this. And also address the problem. Stick with what is happening right now. Stick with the current problem. Aim to find a solution instead of trying to win the argument. That is also huge. And then, and the last thing with the arguments, if you feel like it's just getting to a point of like where it is about to blow up, take a step back, remove yourself from that situation, chill out until you can come back clear-headed, level-headed, and y'all can have a grown-up conversation. If you are going to say, you need to express your feelings, okay? You will not get change if you do not speak up. Your partner will not change if he does not know or she does not know that something is wrong with you. The last tip, I guess, if you are going to stay in a toxic relationship is to seek support from your friends. And also consider couples counseling or couples therapy. I mean, I am not going to sit here and condone a toxic relationship, but I know that people stay in them all the time and for various reasons. And I understand why people don't leave. If you're willing to stay in a toxic relationship, just make sure that your partner is willing to try to make it healthy. So those are all the tips I have. I will see you in the next video. Bye.